was a look at the trade that the Chargers and Patriots made in the second round last year from the L.A. side, where they're in the L.A. draft room with Jim Harbaugh, and again, that's Joe Horowitz, the GM of the Chargers, at the desk, and they're talking to the Patriots. Now, who knows is on the other end of the line, but that's part of the issue here. And they're talking about the Patriots wanting to trade back. This was the trade where the Pats moved back from 34 to 37. In exchange, they moved up in the fourth round, a pretty good chunk of picks in the fourth round to move down 3 spots in the second. Chargers ended up taking Ladd McConkey, that really promising-looking rookie receiver, and they were Horowitz and Harbaugh would start talking to each other at the end there. It's going to be great. He's going to be attached at the hip to, what's his face? Justin Herbert. And another thing that was sort of in that exchange where he put the Patriots on hold, Horowitz did, and I'm sorry, Ortiz. It's Ortiz, Joe Ortiz. And Ortiz says they want me to. They're asking me if we're going to go offense or defense with that pick. I'm not telling them.
Hell of a negotiating tactic.
No, that's really that's good. Like,
so what you doing?
So the Patriots, before they went ahead with the trade, moving down from 34 to 37, they asked Ortiz and the Chargers, "Can you just tell us if we're going offense or defense?" They wouldn't do it, and the Pats still went ahead with the trade and got totally bamboozled and once again missed out on the receiver. They ended up taking Jalen Polk, Javon Baker, can't play, and the Chargers got a good rookie receiver who they're going to go forward with, a building block for Justin Herbert going forward.
I think he had 1,000 yards as a rookie.
Greg, your thoughts?
Yeah, he actually had 82 catches, 1,149 yards, and 7 touchdowns. I mean, look, it speaks for itself. Again, I haven't completely given up on Jalen Polk. Do I think he's going to get to those type of numbers anytime soon, even if he's not a complete bust? No, but, I mean, Eliot Wolf rolled snake eyes on that one. I mean, it's very reminiscent of the Rams video about Cole Strange and laughing about that. I mean, it's just where this franchise has been up until we start this draft, and it's embarrassing. They look like they've been, fumbling around, which it appears that they have been. And the only thing you can hope is those days are over.
Greg, if Belichick's still here, do the Chargers run this? Because part of me in reading, look, I mean, we're looking at it from the Patriots aspect of this, and I just think they come off as pathetic and desperate and amateurs that were there for, easy pickings by the Chargers. So that's why that part's left in. We got him. What you doing, offense or defense? I'm not telling you. Click. And then desperately, Wolf or whoever it is on the other end, it's Wolf, calls back all right, fine, we'll take the deal. I have to think Bill wouldn't even put himself in that position in the first place. But if he's still involved, I don't see them running something like this.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think Bill would have put himself. I mean, that type of question is asked. It's not always, answered. And I know, how it looks. But, yeah, I mean, Bill was more of the type of guy that he would have a handful of guys with the same sort of grade and been like, all right, is this enough for us to pass on the top guy that we have? But, your point about, I don't think they would have included the question about offense or defense. If Bill was still here, I don't think they would have done that.
It's Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse. Let me call the other. Hey, like Murray said. Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, yeah. You going? Can you tell us? All right, you can't tell us what if it's. How about offense or defense? You going offense or defense? Yeah, we're not telling you either way. Oh, okay. And the whole point about not releasing it, if Bill were there, there's no way in a million years the Chargers would put this out there if Bill Belichick were still running the Patriots, because they'd have too much respect for him or they'd be afraid. One or the other. In this case, they did it. I thought it would made the Patriots look Mickey Mouse minor league.
And again, you know what? Shame on me for even asking that. This did happen with Bill because Sean McVay and Les Snead, the GM with the Rams, laughed their asses off when the Pats took Cole Strange.
Greg did just mention that. To me, it's.
But I don't think the Rams put that out. I think it was in one of those live press conferences.
Yeah.
And the Rams are known as a front office that likes to drink while they're doing things, and people, especially later, the later it gets in the night. But I think people just clipped that watching the press conference. I don't think it was like the Rams putting that out.
They're known as a front office that likes to drink.
They're
during
one of those
draft.
teams that likes to drink.
Interesting.
Well, you know they have a whole like draft house that's like on the beach and like I mean it's just
those
like
two were clearly lit in that Cole Strange clip. But
That is great.
it is the optics to me. It's on this side of the camera. It's Jim Harbaugh, and not that I don't know who Joe Ortiz is. I obviously don't.
Ravens guy.
But I was just going to say, so just quickly looking it up, Joe Ortiz was the director of player personnel for the Baltimore Ravens. He was that for 4 years, and for 2 years before that, he was the Baltimore Ravens director of college scouting. Before that, for 8 years, he was an area scout for the Baltimore Ravens, after which he was a personnel assistant. He spent from 98 to 2023, 25 years with Ozzie Newsome and that great front office in Baltimore. And so Jim Harbaugh, probably through his brother, some connection there.
Definitely.
But, certainly comes from – so it's Jim Harbaugh, who is as legit as the day is long, handpicks a guy with the help of his brother who's been in the league forever from one of the better drafting organizations in the league this century, takes his top guy, and it's those two talking to who on the other end? Eliot Wolf, John Kraft, Robin Glazier, Gerard Mayo. What bozo? Pick the bozo that doesn't know what they're doing on the other side. And it's like, that's it in a nutshell. Chess, checkers. And
Mismatch.
You're like on the other side of that mismatch. It's a mismatch. The trade was over before it began. Jim Harbaugh and the top guy from the Baltimore Ravens toying with you. And who was ever on the other, and you couldn't tell me who that is that I'd feel good about. And that's the whole thing about where this Patriots organization is. You couldn't, not a single person would I feel good about being on the other end of that line. Matt Groh, Eliot Wolf, Gerard Mayo, Robin Glazier, John Kraft, Robert Kraft. Name it. They didn't have a person that I would feel good about who wasn't going to get pantsed by Jim Harbaugh and Joe Ortiz in that situation. And I don't even know who Joe Ortiz is, but his background blows whatever you have out of the water. And so, that's the takeaway for me. Is it any better now? I think so, because Vrabel's there, but the rest of them I still don't know. John Stryker is very highly thought of. I think he's legit. We haven't seen it in action, or Ryan Cowden, or any of this. So Vrabel better be legit. So that's my takeaway.
Well, again, it's bad. The optics are horrible. It just makes them look like they're getting played.
And once again,
because they
just can't pick receivers. The guy, McConkey's sitting right there. They don't have to do anything. Just take the guy. And for some reason, they didn't want him. In some reason, they wanted Jalen Polk and Javon Baker.
Bums.
Like these guys, busts.
And McConkey looks like a stud.
And just the way Harbaugh and Ortiz were talking, we're going to give them to Justin and they're going to be tied at the hip. It's like, you're sitting in the exact same spot. I mean, Herbert's got a few more years on May, but you're in the same spot. You want to give Drake May a guy? I mean, you did. You just took the wrong guy.